welcome back to Champion the Passion, a weekly pro wrestling podcast where we inspire you to champion your passions and celebrate the joy in what you love. I'm your host. My name is Victoria Daisy, and today we're going to be recapping everything that happened last night on Monday Night Raw. But before we dive deeper, don't forget to leave a 5-star review if you enjoyed. Follow me at It's Victoria Daisy across all social platforms, and follow Champion the Passion across all streaming platforms. But let's dive right into the opening segment with Mr. Money in the Bank, Seth freaking Rollins. So Seth got on the mic to basically talk his crap. I mean, well, what else does he do? You know what I mean? So he was there to pat himself on the back per usual, basically say he's the GOAT, which he is one of the GOATs, but buddy, you ain't John Cena. Anyways, he said, he went on a whole tangent basically saying that there's no Roman Reigns without Seth Rollins and there's no CM Punk back in the WWE if it wasn't for Rollins, because he believes in his brain that the only reason that CM Punk is back is because WWE wanted to cash in on the fact that he hates him so much, which low-key valid point, but like, relax, buddy, like it's not that deep. Then he basically took credit for like half of the things that have happened in the WWE over the last decade, which I'm like, okay, 2 + 2 does not equal 5, buddy. Like, no, I'm so sorry. Then he said that the past, the present, and everything he is building right now with this new faction is the future of the WWE. Then he started putting over Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed to really show the severity of this new coming faction. He was just going on tangents. I felt like I was just listening to like a yap session, a vent session, and I was like, oh my God, Seth, like stop talking. Like I love him, but sometimes he just talks too much. And I talk a lot. So I get it, but then at the same time, I'm like, I don't care that much. He then said that there are so many people who believe that they should be on the top. Not they as in Seth, but like believe that themselves should be on the top. But what they fail to understand is that they are all running for second place because Seth is endgame. And he pointed at the Money in the Bank briefcase and he said that this is endgame. And I just have to say, it was honestly a fantastic promo by Rollins. There was points where I was like, okay, can you just like stop talking? But for the it was only a couple times. But like the rest of it, I do have to like give credit where credit is due. It was a fantastic promo. And I mean, what do you expect? He is a GOAT, or one of the GOATs. He is a trailblazer in the 21st century. And I'm just so intrigued to see where this storyline goes from here. I'm intrigued to see if any new members ever join this new faction. First of all, are we ever going to get a name for this faction? Because I don't know what to call them. I just call it Seth's faction because I don't know what to call it. I'm also really intrigued to see when Seth might cash in that Money in the Bank briefcase. He could do it soon. He could honestly wait all the way up until next WrestleMania. That's when it expires. So, or is it next Money in the Bank? Is when it expires? Yeah. So he has a whole year. And so I'm really intrigued to see what he ends up doing. But the first match of the night was directly following this segment. It was between Braun Breaker and Penta. Now, this was an absolutely fantastic match. I mean, this was a classic battle between power and speed, as I always love to say it. They worked so well together and had so many crazy spots that truly made the match all that it was. And similarly to what I said before, I really enjoyed their dynamic since I feel like they both have different wrestling styles, but I feel like they really collided nicely. And it's definitely a matchup I'd love to see again in the future. But in the end, Braun Breaker did win. After that, we had a Queen of the Ring tournament semifinals match. Guys, we have made it to the last match in the semifinals. I cannot express my excitement about it. We had Jade Cargill versus Roxanne Perez. Now, this match was something, okay? Because we all know how I feel about Roxanne Perez. And to see Jade tear her apart really made my heart happy. Now, to be honest with you, Roxanne was able to fight back at points, which was really hard to believe, but whatever. And honestly, on Jade's end too, there were multiple times when I wasn't a fan of her choices in the ring. I think that's something she really has to work on. She's good, but she can be so much better. And I just feel like that process of becoming better is like turtle speed right now. I understand she doesn't have many matches as of late, but I still want to see more. And I'm gonna be honest, I was scared because I swore if Roxanne would have won that match, I would have not finished Monday Night Raw. I would have turned off my TV and I would have went to bed. But thankfully, Jade Cargill understood the assignment because she took that W and is now advancing to the Queen of the Ring tournament finals against Asuka this Saturday at Night of Champions. And speaking of Asuka, right after the match, who decided to come out? Asuka. And they had an intense stare down, and it just gave me goosebumps and chills. And I'm so excited. So, one of them will be crowned Queen of the Ring this Saturday in Saudi Arabia. I cannot wait. It is going to be so freaking good. That is like a dream match in my head. I hope it turns out as good as I'm hoping, because sometimes Jade can under deliver, and I hate to say that. I don't mean to sound like I hate her at all. I'm just like stating the obvious, but whatever. I'm really excited. Let's move on. Next, we had a Gunther segment. So Gunther got on the mic to express his frustration on how last week was supposed to be a celebration of him winning the title back, right? He's frustrated because it was supposed to go one way and it went the complete opposite. He was ready to have a fun time, party it up, but instead, Goldberg came out to let him know that he's next. And he did not like that. He said it's not the 20th century anymore, it's 2025, and Gunther is the guy. Then he said that there is nothing that can change his perspective on Goldberg. I mean, he's really pissed at what he did. And then he even followed that by saying, quote, he is a 58-year-old one-trick pony who could never lace up my boots. And right there, that's the power of a Gunther promo, because that was such a fantastic line. I mean, that was 3 roasts in 1, and I loved it. So then Gunther issued an apology to Goldberg's family for everything that he's about to do to him at Saturday night's main event in, I believe, 2 to 3 weeks. He said that it's his mission to make sure that the legacy of Bill Goldberg dies. And I just have to say, once again, similarly to like I said earlier with Seth, like this was such a fantastic promo. It got me so hyped. And like, I know a lot of people have their mixed opinions about this match, and you know what? It's happening. So I'm just going to have to like accept it and enjoy it for what it is. And I am excited. And like, Goldberg has so much aura, and I can't wait to experience that one final time. This is his retirement match, so I cannot wait. And, you know, Gunther has just been eating down, and I just can't wait to see them collide. Then after, we had a Women's Intercontinental Championship match, Becky Lynch defending against Bayley. Now, this was a great match, and I just have to say, it is always so special when you get to see any of the 4 horsewomen go face to face. I mean, it was so nostalgic, but also such a banger at the same time. But unfortunately, this match did end in a disqualification because Lyra Valkyria got involved and cost Bayley the match and the title. And I'm really intrigued to see where the storyline goes from here, because I thought that Bayley and Lyra were good, but I guess not. And so I'm really intrigued to see, you know, does Lyra go back after the Intercontinental Championship? Does she go after Bayley? Like, what is going on? There's kind of like, not like a love triangle, but there's kind of like a triangle going on right now in this storyline. And I'm really intrigued to see kind of how that pans out. We must not forget that Evolution is also in a couple weeks. And then we also have SummerSlam, I believe, 2 weeks after that. So we have 2 really big PLEs kind of that the women have opportunity for coming up. And so I'm really intrigued to see how that kind of all goes down. Then we had a Raquel Rodriguez segment. And, you know, I was a little shocked to see her out there by herself cutting a promo, but I was like, you know what? This is great. I'm excited that she's getting these opportunities. So Raquel got on the mic to talk about how she's pissed that Rhea screwed her out of the Queen of the Ring tournament, and that she wants to give Rhea the beating that she deserves. So she called her out. And of course, say her name and she appears, not Joe Hendry, Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley came out and they tore each other apart. They did not waste a single second. I mean, Raquel literally put Rhea through a Slim Jim table. I believe it's called the Tahana Bomb. Is that her finisher name? I believe so. She did that through the Slim Jim table, and my jaw hit the floor. Then, oh my God, little Squidward came out. Roxanne Perez literally wanted to start gagging. She came out to help she came out to help Raquel. And it was kind of a gag in a way because I was like, oh, okay, is Roxanne about to pull a Liv Morgan when Rio is out? I don't know. I'm seeing a lot of parallels and I'm very intrigued. And after the segment backstage, Rhea Ripley demanded a match against Raquel Rodriguez, and then it was made official. We got Rhea Ripley, we got Raquel Rodriguez in a street fight at Night of Champions this Saturday. Now, here's my bone to pick. Of course, I love that we have so many matches on a PLE. First of all, that's rare. So love that. There's 6 matches right now for Night of Champions. That's probably all they're going to do, but that's amazing. 2, this is one of those matches that should have had a huge build up to it and should have been done at even either Evolution or SummerSlam. So the fact that we're doing this literally within a week is a little sad, but hopefully they continue to expand on it. You know, Liv is going to be out for up to 6 months. So I think this is the perfect time for Raquel to have her time to shine. And we all know her history with Rhea Ripley and NXT. There's so much that they can revisit there. And I'm really excited to see kind of where they go down that path. Then let's talk about the main event. We had the King of the Ring tournament semifinals, the last match in the semifinals. We had Cody Rhodes versus Jey Uso. Now, this was such a fun and fantastic match. I mean, we have 2 friends putting aside their history for one match for one night, and it was all incredible. I mean, there were so many, amazing spots, and they truly put on a banger. I mean, I was on the edge of my seat a lot of the time because I thought there was a couple moments where I thought Jay was going to win, and I was like, there's no way that they are doing this to Cody. Thank God they didn't, because in the end, Cody won the match, and now he will be advancing to the King of the Ring tournament finals at Night of Champions against Randy Orton, which is insane because we all know their history as well. So that's going to be really interesting. And I cannot wait to see who is going to be crowned King of the Ring. But let's head into my overall thoughts. Overall, I thought it was a really great show. My match of the night, hands down, was that main event. It was so exciting and truly had me on the edge of my seat half the time, like I mentioned. My segment of the night was actually Raquel and Rhea. I thought that this potentially could be the kickstart to rehashing their old feud, and I really hope this could be something for the both of them. I think it would be so amazing, and they could build it up to be something amazing. And overall, I'd rate the show about a 7.5 out of 10. Part of me wants to say an 8, but I can't debate if that's high or not. Whatever, one of the two. Also, I just wanted to let you guys know that next week, Monday Night Raw will have a special start time. So instead of starting at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, it will be starting at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. And the reason being is because next week is the 4th of July on Friday. So they decided to give the talent off for the holidays, which I think is so amazing. Give them a nice long weekend. And so they will be doing a double taping on Monday live from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And so in order to be able to have enough time to film both shows, they are bumping up Raw. You obviously, if you can't watch it, you can always go back and watch it later. That's the beauty of a streaming platform. But yeah, just wanted to throw that out there in case you go later and are like, why is the show about to end, or whatever the case may be. And that's the great thing, like I said about Netflix, you can go at whatever time you are able to watch. Also, do not forget to stream Night of Champions this Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, streaming exclusively on Peacock. It is going to be a fantastic PLE. I am so excited. But thank you guys so much for watching and listening to this episode of Champion the Passion. Don't forget to leave a 5-star review if you enjoyed. Follow me at It's Victoria Daisy across all social platforms, and follow Champion the Passion across all streaming platforms. Don't forget to champion your passions and celebrate the joy in what you love. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye.